Hello, guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode on the Wholesome Reef podcast. It's been a few days since you guys saw me on here, but I'm so glad. I just want to say a happy new year to everyone and to all of you subscribers. I just want to really thank you guys for all of your support and those of you watching too. It's been amazing, this YouTube journey, and I have to be honest, I am totally loving it. Seriously, if you check my last post that I posted on my community post, I mentioned on my last community post on how I wanted to get a new channel because I felt this channel was really struggling to gain subscribers, and I think that was so not thoughtful of me. I should definitely not abandon you guys. I mean, for those of you watching. So that's why I'm back, and yeah, we are gonna be covering really interesting stories throughout this new year. I hope I am able to keep on doing this because I honestly think I am enjoying the whole process and it's super amazing. So let's talk about passport bros. The situation around passport bros involves like someone of a higher status getting married to someone else but from a third world country. But the thing here is many of these passport bros do this because they want control over a lady. And this is not to say that there aren't guys who are good and are capable of like taking care of a lady. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I think this word is kind of related to people intentionally choosing to get married from countries that are like way below their status so that they can exercise control over these women. So this is what a lot of these passport bros are doing because they think that the American system or the American women are already modernized and difficult to control. So lots of these men choose wives outside in different countries, and it's a really sad situation because women shouldn't have to go through this, especially from women from these third world countries. A lot of women are stuck and a lot of women find themselves in situations like this. Yes, it sucks to be in a situation like this, but at the same time we should kind of look at each other in a way that we try to protect each other. Anyways, you get the gist. So let's watch this guy because this video, when I came across this video on TikTok, no, YouTube, just watching this guy, I don't know, it's just out of the place and really awkward, like the way he even starts the video. So let's just go on and watch it.
Only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decided to leave.
Like,
Yeah, come to the shittiest post that I'm ever going to make. There's a lot to it. I'm not going to go into it, okay? Suffice to say, after providing, going on the Disney World trip, which included the funeral for my mom, I got up to day 6, I think, and I didn't post anything after that because when we got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia, I was greeted with the announcement from Jayanne that she wanted a separation. And then I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. So that's heavy, right? That's a nuke. And I'm going to go into my bunker. So I came.
So your wife tells you she wants to go on a trip back home with her parents, and you decide to go into your bunker and lock yourself up. Like, how childish is that? I guess he's trying to process his emotions, but let's not forget, this is like a festive period. This is a time where the family, they are all together. They need a leader, and he is the man of the house. He should be present.
And just stayed by myself through Christmas Eve and through Christmas Day. And I missed Christmas with my children. My in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, and Jayanne, they proceeded to open the presents without me, all of which I bought. Yeah,
There is just something really low about a man bragging about stuff that are his responsibilities. Like, yes, you bought the presents. Yes, they opened the presents without you. But why is that a super important detail? Is it not a present that is meant to be opened? Is it not something you bought for your family? So why are you stressing when they are like taking the benefits that you provide? Remember, he started off the video with saying that, you know, his wife has gone on to like disregard everything that he provides, but now he's busy complaining about his family unboxing the presents which he got.
the separation is a separation. I'm lucky enough to have a big house, and the logistics of it can be met right away, but I spent Christmas
Logistics.
utterly by myself. It's coming up on New Year's Eve, and I'm still alone. Because there's no
And he's
communication.
still alone. Yeah, but he went
Why?
into his bunker
Because
and
she's
no one asked
communicating
him
with
to
her
go.
parents. She has the total backing and validation of her parents, plus TikTok, all external sources of validation, and it's my position, my feelings are not relevant. She's got it figured out. She's got a plan. I'm waiting to hear what the plan is, and we'll see what happens from that point.
He's waiting to hear what the plan is, but he already knows the plan. He knew the plan and went into his bunker and came on TikTok and is still trying to let us know that he's waiting for a plan. What plan? What new plan? You already know the plan. The plan is she wants to go home and she wants to separate. So what else are you trying to seek? What else do you want from her? She's already told you the plan, dude.
But I'm pretty. I'm at peace with what has occurred. What could occur. I am done being Mr. Fix-It. Fix-It Felix. I'm not going to be the simp, nice guy, Fix-It Felix anymore. Relationship takes two people.
Yeah, but
She
you're
made
in
the
your
decision for
bunker.
the separation. She's made the announcement, made plans with family to take our children back to the Philippines. And she's an adult. She has accountability. It's on her to come to me and explain to me what her plan is, such that it is, and what can be done about it. So, surprise, no more countdown with the great fun in Disney World. It was a fucking disaster. And, you know, that's the truth. Social media is not about the truth, but I'm about the truth, so that's what I give you. Thanks. Woke up this morning to almost 1,400 comments on my last post about my wife requesting a separation. And the only thing I'm going to say about that right now, and not get into any details, although I know you all want to, hear more of the story, is that the reason I went public with what's going on. And I did that because I believe in this situation, transparency is the most important thing. I think it's the most important thing in any problem. Just be honest. Now, we've gotten to this point because there's been a little bit of dishonesty from Jayanne in the form of texting with her family and people behind my back, discussing things that she really should have just come to me with first. That was our agreement from the beginning of our relationship. We struggled with it, and that deal was broken. And so I'm not talking to anybody behind her back. I'm talking about our problem to the world.
Wow. Did you guys just hear that? He's not talking about his problems to Jiyan, but he would rather talk about his problems to the world without talking to your wife first. What he's just doing, he's trying to avoid having a conversation because he's scared. That's why he's in his bunker. He's scared to have a conversation and would rather seek validation from people on the internet.
So that there's no mistake that I am sincere and authentic in everything that I think and feel. I may not be right, and I'm probably not right in a lot of cases along the path that has gotten to this point. And I will be the first to admit my mistakes, where I'm somewhat the bad guy. But overall, transparency is the key. And this is the new digital age we live in. This is a form of communication. Jayan and I are not talking. And maybe it'll make things worse. Maybe it'll make things better. I don't know. But at this point, I just want to way forward.
Why are you even
without
on the
me
internet?
making unilateral decisions and pulling triggers? Right? So stay tuned because I would love nothing more than for Jayan to come online with me and say what she wants. To, tell us her plan. Right? To see where this can be fixed, if it's fixable at all. Honesty and authenticity.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
That's all he wants. Oh my God, this guy has so much time.
It's the morning of New Year's Eve.
Morning he's like
tomorrow will be
updated.
2025.
This
and Jayan and I,
sucks.
we still haven't spoken. The last night I saw Race and Rocky after an appointment. I brought home McDonald's and I just put it on the counter and I sat on the living room couch. And Race came down first. I didn't even know he was where he was. I didn't even know he was behind me. He came up behind me on the couch and just tapped me on the shoulder. And then Rocky came down the stairs. And she shouted, "Papa!" Bounced down. Both of them climbed up on the couch with me and just started jabbering away. Been a week since I'd seen them. And I moved them to the kitchen counter and I busted out the French fries and the McNuggets and they gobbled it up. I had texted Jayan that I was going to be bringing home McDonald's for the kids, and she gave a thumbs up to that. So all was good. And then after they wolfed down the more fries, Rocky said, "Up, up," which means she wanted to get down from the stool.
Seems like a good dad. What's going on?
She took my hand and she led me to the living room where we have a big movie screen. And she jumped up on the lazy boy and Race joined us munching on more nuggets. And I put on Monsters, Inc. and we watched a movie for about 45 minutes. And Rocky got tired and she scrambled back upstairs. And Ray stayed with me until he fell asleep. So I carried him up and I put him down against Jayan's back. And I left them together so they could sleep. And I came back downstairs. Of all the comments that I've received in the last video that I did, the ones that stand out are the people saying that I neglected my children on Christmas.
That's what you did.
I didn't neglect them.
You neglected
my
them.
Staying away and my staying downstairs is to honor the separation. But it's also for everyone to see that means, what that separation means. It was intentional. I'm heartbroken by it. But the stakes are high. And everyone needs to act with intention and clarity.
Yeah.
So, that's an update. Thank you. Welcome to the top floor of my 4-story mansion in Honolulu, Hawaii on New Year's Eve 2025. And you know why I know that my Americanized Filipino wife is not going to leave me? She's pregnant. She may not love me. She may not want me. But she needs me.
Hold on, guys. I feel like I need to. What is this guy trying to do? She may not want you. She may not love you, but she needs you. Do you guys see that thing again? I say about guys like this who intentionally pick their wives from countries where they feel like they can control these women. Do you guys see what this guy is doing? He's like literally announcing his wife's pregnancy. This is supposed to be a personal thing. He's basically invading her privacy, and this should not be tolerated. He is choosing to do this because he wants control. He wants the audience to feel like he is trying to step up, trying to be the man. I wonder how his wife would be feeling just like watching this.
That's what love is based on. Need. Don't fucking kid yourselves. Okay? Let's enjoy this New Year's Eve.
I hope this is a stunt.
Happy New Year to all of you around the world. 2025 from Honolulu, Hawaii. Now, if you've been following me, you know that for the last week, my life has been really, really bad. I've been separated from my wife, Filipina, that I imported because I was a passport bro. We have 2 children. They're my children. Don't question the DNA.
Yeah.
And we recently had a big problem, you know. I tried to do the grand thing with a big family trip, brought her parents over here, and that connected my wife to her parents. And the family bond to the Filipinos is the most important thing. And it bothered me, so I insulted my wife's parents, and that pissed her off. To the point where she said she wanted a separation. Now she walked that back. Go watch her TikToks. But that's how emotional she was about it. What's going on? It's been a bad week. And I thought that this whole thing would culminate in he said, she said, and both of us getting a chance to tell our own stories.
Going to the internet and you expect her to want to talk to you when you didn't even bother. If he really wanted to, hold on. If he really wanted to talk, he should have just come to her. Why go to the internet? And here he is again saying that he expected that, you know, the back and forth would have led to a real conversation. What other conversation are you expecting from a lady that you come on the internet and speak about the mother of your children?
Thanksgiving 2024. She's 5 weeks pregnant, so you know it's fucking all. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a family man. Stepping it up. I'm stepping it up to be there in the most crucial way that she needs it most. After I dissed her family, cut her off.
Like,
She's got me.
he didn't fucking use it.
My legacy is that. For that, she gets my total emotional support. I've been here a wonderful time.
Really? What 68-year-old still does this? Like, really? That's all you can do. This is so sickening.
My Filipino wife has been Americanized. Wife. That seems to be triggering a lot of people. Let me explain what I mean.
So he goes on, oh my god, he goes on to try to explain what he means by his first viral video. I guess at this point, maybe people are coming for his ass and trying to get at him. That's why he feels he needs to explain that. I see.
If a wife, even a girlfriend, is not happy in the relationship, all she has to say to the world on social media, and especially to the government, I'm not happy. And if she drops the word abused or anything along those lines. The American system steps in. It steps in to protect her against any actions that she
That's
makes.
what the government does. I mean, that's what the government does.
And the man's side of the story is, it's all assumed. I'm an evil, controlling, patriarchal, oppressive white dude. And the narrative quickly, instantly becomes me bad, she victim.
Of course.
So the fight that we're having, that's still there. Okay? That's always going to hang over my head. I'm a passport bro. I brought her here. I married her. I signed all the government forms saying that I will support her for minimum 10 or 1,000 years. I don't know. I don't even know what I signed. And all you dudes out there who have been through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Americanized means weaponization of the male-female relationship to benefit the female, because family court is not a judicial system, it's a corporation. For profit, digging into the pockets of dads, of men. Because, yeah, we're in a patriarchal system and men still have most of the money. Now, that's exactly what's true in our relationship. She doesn't have any money. I have all the money. And
she's not talking about leaving you.
You know,
she just wants
a relationship
to go
can go south when the woman has lost love for her man and she's just going for the bag. And if she goes for the bag, she's going to get a huge portion of that. That's what I mean by Americanized. Jayan is solidly Filipina, and that comes with a lot of stuff. And one of those things is she's going to be fiercely defensive for her family, her mom and dad. And this whole fight is hinging on the fact that I disrespected her mom and dad. Never mind that they disrespected me too. We'll get into that later. But Jayan is not Americanized in that she's materialistic or even greedy.
So here he confirms that she's not in that way.
But she senses and she knows the support that she would get if
things really got ugly between us. Of course, because if she decides to leave your ass, she needs that support for your kids. And you obviously brag about having the money.
Okay, that's it for now.
Okay, so that's kind of his side of the story. We definitely need to get into Jayan's side of the story. It's gonna be too long for one clip, so I'm gonna give it in two different parts. This guy is just full of a lot of stuff. That's just what I have to say, because every video he keeps giving update on definitely exposes him the more for who he is. It's so obvious. It feels to me like he's trying so hard to manipulate the audience's emotion, and that is not possible, because every video feels like he's trying too hard to explain to the public. I'm sure I'm not the only one who saw that, because like, why are you coming on the internet to explain what you mean by Americanized? We know what it means to be Americanized. Exactly. We understand the divorce system because the US taught the whole entire world a lot about divorce systems, and a lot of other countries are also trying to model their systems according to the Americans. So this is very obvious. I don't see why you are coming on to tell us about what the system looks like. We see this every day with the celebrities. We see this every day on social media. So, dude, what are you coming to explain to us exactly? And secondly, I do feel that it is so inappropriate for him to announce a pregnancy online without Jayan saying it first, or without both of them discussing it, because that is a super private thing. And she never came on the internet first. You did. Even if she's responded to some of your comments, I don't see why you should still invade her privacy like that. That is super manipulative, and that is a big red flag. So that's it. But you guys definitely let me know in the comment section what you think about this dude. So that's about it for this video. My reaction is clearly obvious what this guy is doing and how he's trying so hard to manipulate the situation. But I'm sure a lot of you have different opinions, so I would really like to know your thoughts and what you feel about this situation. But remember, guys, let us remember to keep it respectful. So that's about it for today's video. If you did enjoy watching this episode, make sure to give this a thumbs up, like this video, don't forget to share this video to your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.